So I got his collar, he's got mine. I got a higher grip on the collar here, okay? Once he gets this, I want inside. I could use this, but I want to duck under here. So I'm gonna go inside and cup his tricep. Okay. Use it to snap him, keep my feet away. I'm looking for him to pick his head up. When he picks his head up, I'm gonna open the elbow and duck. Right knee close, okay? Then I'm gonna look across the shoulder and run across as I pick up his leg. So snap, duck, take him back, okay? Look across the shoulder, run, okay? Keep it simple. Snap, right? He picks his head up. Finish, all right? We're just gonna start with that. Everybody good? All right, get a partner. 1, 2, 3. So I'm gonna be close guard. Okay, tight legs, nothing loose. Don't hold it around his hips. That's weak, okay? Extend legs tight above the smaller portion of his waist, okay? He goes to push into me. I'm gonna C-grip both wrists, pull him, okay? I got my hips off the mat, and I'm pulling these grips. That's gonna entice him to pull the grips away, right? I'm gonna pick one, okay? When I stuff the one arm in, I'm gonna open my hips, jump my hips up to his chest, okay, and lock the triangle. Well, I'm gonna lock what they call zero position, which is just crossing my ankles. It's gonna leave one arm in, one arm out. So I'm gonna pop this in and hop up. Here, okay, all the way off the mat. Okay, I'm on my shoulder / neck. Grab arm, push it across as I pull my knees to my chest. Left hand's gonna grab my shin. Okay, now he can't posture. Okay, left foot on the mat, on his hip. Right arm under his free arm. I'm gonna take my head towards his knee. Okay, this one's gonna go across his shoulders. Not pointing my toes down, I'll pull my toes up tall. Lock my knee over my ankle. And then I'm gonna make my knees point the same direction. I'm gonna move this left knee and squeeze. Okay? Okay? Yep, I'm good. Now, one more. C-grip, pull wrists. I'm gonna pick one as he pulls back. Here, pass. Hold the shin, cut my angle, dive under the arm, squeeze. Okay, everybody good? All right, get some partners. 1, 2, 3. So when we do warm-ups, and we're doing hip-ups, okay, a lot of people are just doing this, right? This. I need to be on my shoulders. Because if they're taller, like Dave, or these guys over here, or Daniel, right, I'm not gonna get there. All right, so when we're doing our hip ups, when we warm up, it's this, all the way to my shoulders, okay? For that triangle, it's this, okay? Quickly. Break. High as I can get, I'm clamping my legs down, pulling my knees to my chest as I move his arm, okay? All right, does it make sense? All right, so now we're gonna do the lasso as they're standing, okay? I'm not gonna balloon sweep them, but we're gonna hit them with what they call a Meregali Sweep, all right? So, if we're in this situation, I could be spider, I could be feet on hips, different orientations, right? If I'm here, I make my angle, I grab his back, okay? I start to square up. He starts to play around with his posture. All right, I can get his collar here, or I can hold this spot here. What I'm gonna do is take my foot and go right up in the middle, and I'm gonna boot this foot hard, okay? So one, it helps me control his posture here. I can either use a grip on the back of the tricep or the collar. A lot of times I use the collar because I keep their head down. What's gonna happen when I have this, I have my elbow closed, my palm to the ceiling, okay? Posture. Bring your head up. Okay. What happens here is I take my foot off here, and I'm going to pull towards me and take him over my head, right on my shoulder. He'll come up. Okay. They're just going to have to do. They're going to do a shoulder roll. It should be safe. We're going to use this when that transition. And he stood up. I grab his back to get some control. I square up, stand on his hip. Okay. I get the collar. Even if he starts to posture, get the collar. Shoot the foot in the middle. Right. Foot to the floor. Pull my knee and my grip to my chest. Come on. Okay?
So are you pulling your knee that you have blasted?
Yes, I'll show you. So I make an angle, I grab his back, I square up. Get the collar, or I could get the tricep, okay? Collar here, foot in the middle. Could be right at the middle or on his butt cheek, either one works. Boot the foot, extend the leg, okay? Left foot comes off to post. I'm gonna post with that. Pull, elbow up, and my knee to my chest. So my grips all pull at the same time. He has to go this way, there's nowhere for his body to go. Come on. Okay?
Can we still do it with a sleeve grip?
You can, it's gonna be harder.
Oh, it is.
The way that Meregali does it is with the tricep. I'll show you. The problem is it's gonna get harder to control his posture.
Yep.
Right? Pull your hand back, right? This becomes hard. If I get this, posture.
Yep.
Okay, and boot the foot. Right? So Meregali will switch to here. He controls both arms that way. Okay? Either one works.
Okay.
They don't call it that sweep by accident. He's pretty good.
Good at it.
All right. Almost everybody through here has asked, how do I get this hook tighter? I feel like it's loose. It's a little bit harder for me to pull them, things like that. So we'll talk about that first. We're also going to talk about, somebody just asked, Daniel asked, what do I do when they're keeping their elbow in?
Yeah, they're just tucking.
So they're trying to keep their elbow in, right? First thing, I never throw the lasso towards the armpit.
Yeah.
Throw it shallow and stick the leg deep after that. So we'll talk about that here first. So, number one, I'm not doing this. It's never gonna be tight, okay? Just posture up, right? Okay, I have to make an angle, hip up, out to the side. Pull the grip low to my hip, circle. Look where I'm throwing it, by his forearm or his wrist. Now I can stick the leg deep, grab his back. Notice the top of my foot is on his back. Now, as I square up again, I'm turning my elbow in so my palm is up, so the grip is tight. My right foot's gonna go to his hip, and I'm gonna open my knee. Okay? So for example, if he stays with this posture, it becomes very easy for me to sweep him. Okay? If he's keeping his elbow in, and you more talking about when they're on their knees or
Standing even,
okay.
just, yeah.
So, if I'm here and he's trying to pull his elbow in, right? I don't care about this. I want this space. Okay? So keep the elbow in. Okay? You see what I'm talking about? Does that make sense? So if we're trying to pull his elbow in, I want to make an angle way out here. I'm pulling the grip. I'm going to shoot this shallow, then open and grab it. I don't want to, if he pulls his elbow in, try to stick it here. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, so you'll have that go combat base. Right? He tries to keep his elbow in, shoot it at the wrist, extend, grab his back. Okay? Then we can do it. Okay? Don't try to throw it to the armpit first. Throw it shallow, then stick the leg through. You can open the arm up after that. Does that make sense? They should be, one second, I'll answer that. They should be in tight, okay? So I need to make space as I'm always pulling that grip towards my hip. All right, what was your question, Taylor?
When you had him down in the combat stance to do it,
Yeah.
did you sweep from across then? Did you?
I did the same technique, basically.
But your foot was across the waist?
Yeah, I did it a little bit more across instead of up the middle. So, all right, I could be here. So yeah, he had that leg up. So I'm gonna boot right off, kind of like his butt cheek. Here, here. Same thing. I don't go up the middle as much because I don't have to control the posture the same way when he's down like that.
I see.
When he's up tall, I don't want to put it behind his knee because I'm not going to control his posture enough. I need to have him leaning over to do that.
Can you talk a little bit how you're using your legs straight to keep it, once you get the boot, to break his
Yes,
posture
so
down?
I want a heavy hamstring on his forearm, okay? So if he's this direction, okay? Number one, make a big angle. I'm pulling to my hip, right? Even if he's pulling away, shoot it, grab. I'm gonna stand on his hip and open my knee, okay? Now, watch his posture. So he's trying to keep up. All right, grab his collar's fine. Up the middle, and I'm gonna extend. Okay, heavy hamstring on his on his forearm posture. Okay, no collar grip posture. Okay, the difference, bent knee. Okay, posture. Okay, becomes easy when he's bent over. Does that make sense? Yes.
See, for like the taller guys and my shorter legs, and you're pushing on your left leg in this scenario, if he goes too far out, I don't have a post to get on my side.
If
How do
he
you do
pushes
it?
your post leg off,
My post leg on his hip to get to my side, if he's too long and I can't get to my side, what do you do next?
what do you?
You see what I'm saying? You're posting with your left
Here, you
leg
show me.
to get over here.
Show me.
Do it to Connor because he's tall.
So when you come around here, you know, you go, see how now he,
Pull that grip to your hip. Well, that foot needs to be up there.
okay, but now he's longer than my leg.
Well, you don't move so far away. You're in control of that.
Okay, so what do you mean, just bring him
Hip
up?
up and just, yes.
And you said shallow.
Now, throw it shallow, stick it deep. Yeah, now square up.
And, but I've got to be on my
That's
shoulder.
fine, now put it on his hip and then square up. Yeah.
I see.
You
Okay.
understand?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. You're in control of how much distance we make,
Okay, and that's
right?
due to all-
Especially if you're controlling both of his sleeves.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Now, if he gets a grip broken away from me and he pushes that free leg down, then we answered that question before.
the second
I'm gonna attack, I'm gonna switch to something else,
Right.
okay? The very least, I'm gonna work on getting my guard back, right? He's not just gonna pass me with no effort when I have that arm wrapped up. You understand? He has to break that grip. All right, everybody good? All right, we'll get started on rounds here. 1, 2, 3.